Hey guys, RunicYokai here, back again with another Pokemon video for you. Today is a special one because I'm going to tell you every team I used for my first playthrough of every Pokemon game. Also, I apologize for the wire you can see here. I am recording with my phone, which is charging. Anyway, so yeah, the main thing I should cover is that the teams covered will be my first team played for every pair of games. So hypothetically, so for example, you will see my first Sapphire team, but not my first Ruby team, even though I have played both versions. But you will see my teams for the enhanced versions, like Emerald and Platinum. So yeah, let's get started with the Gen 1 games, Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow, which I unfortunately have no team to share for you. This is because I was born in 2006, so I never owned a Game Boy. I didn't have the funds to buy them on the Virtual Console when they were available in the 3DS eShop, and I've yet to find an emulator that runs them at a smooth frame rate. Next up is Gold, Silver and Crystal, which is in the exact same boat as Red, Blue, Yellow. Never owned a Game Boy Color, never played them on the Virtual Console, and didn't find an emulator that ran them smoothly. However, I can tell you my first Pokemon Sapphire team, because I played this on an emulator that was able to run it smoothly. I should say the emulator I used on the App Store, it said it was Nintendo approved and Pokemon Company International approved. So my first Sapphire team was Sceptile, Flygon, Camerupt, Machamp, Alakazam and Kyogre. Machamp and Alakazam were here because I used a ROM that turned all trade evolutions into level up evolutions. I thought Sceptile was the cool. This was after some other playthroughs of Hoenn where I had used the other two starters, so Sceptile was my natural choice. Flygon's there because it's Flygon, and Camerupt and Kyogre there because I like using the box art legendary, and I wanted a Fire Water Grass core. Next up is my first Fire Red team, where the team was Venusaur, Dodrio, Arcanine, Vaporeon, Gengar, and Rhydon. Rhydon is simply good. Venusaur is the best starter for a Kanto game. Also, yes, I realized that it's not the English box art, I apologize. Dodrio was a Pokemon I'd never used before, and Arcanine and Vaporeon and Gengar are just cool. And this was before all of the less than authorized stuff about Vaporeon was coming out on the internet. So yeah. The next team is my Pokemon Emerald team, which is Blaziken, Swellow, Gardevoir, Wolverine, Cacturne, and Regirock. You can get the Regis before the Groudon, Rayquaza, Kyogre stuff, so I decided to use it. I didn't regret it. Next up is my first Gen 4 team in Pokemon Diamond, where my team was a box standard team for Sinnoh, Infernape, Staraptor, Luxray, Floatzel, Roserade, and Dialga. Next up is my Heart Gold team, which was Shiny Feraligatr, Ampharos, Entei, Espeon, Kenya DeFero, and Steelix. Steelix was from an in-game trade. Entei was obviously Running Beast. Ampharos and Kenya are staples for a Johto playthrough, especially in Gen 4. In Gen 4 Johto, Toadstar is the best starter, and at the time Espeon was my favourite Pokemon. I should say, all my Gen 4 teams were played using the Pokemon 23-in-1 album cartridge. Next up is my Platinum team, where my team was Torterra, Garchomp, Glaceon, Jolteon, Lucario, and Golduck. I thought Golduck was cool and wanted to use it. I wanted to use Torterra. Garchomp is a beast. Lucario is just cool. Jolteon was the gift from BB in Hearthome, and Glaceon was bred from Torterra and Jolteon. Now we go forwards in generations, but backwards in time to my first ever Pokemon team in Pokémon Black version. My team was Samurott, Blaziken, Jolteon, Shiny Torterra, Sigilyph, and Tyranitar. The reason Blaziken, Torterra, Tyranitar, and Jolteon are there is because I had a friend who had completed the national dex in Pokemon Black, and he traded a Pokemon that I thought would be useful. He thought would be useful to me. It was just luck that Torterra and Tyranitar were shiny. Next is Black 2, which was Superior, Crobat, Arcanine, Crocodile, Espeon, and Shiny Walrein. A team of Pokemon that I think are pretty cool. Next we go to one of my favourite teams in Pokemon X version, where my team was Stealfox, Blastoise, Golurk, Lucario, Shiny Probopass, and of course MVP Sylveon. Because Sylveon is the best Pokemon of all time in my opinion. However, I do want to give a homage to Drillbit, the shiny Beedrill, which was used until I found Shiny Probopass as a nose pass. Next up is Omega Ruby, since I preferred Primal Groudon over Primal Kyogre, where my team was Shiny Mega Blaziken, Mega Pidgeot, Mega Gardevoir, Mega Aggron, Mega Gyarados, and Mega Manectric. Mega Manectric. I wanted to start with a Shiny Blaziken, so I soft reset for about 2 months to get a shiny starter. Pidgeot was traded over from my X save, and then the rest of the Pokemon were caught in my X save and were caught in my Omega Ruby save even. Excuse me. I didn't mean to say X save, I meant to say Omega Ruby save. And it was nice that all 6 could Mega Evolve in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Next is Gen 7, starting with Pokemon Sun, where my team was Incineroar, Lycanroc, Araquanid, Lurantis, Glaceon, and Solgaleo. I made Glaceon possible because I did not get Pokemon Sun when it released in 2016. I got Pokemon Sun for my 11th birthday in April 2017, so by that point one of my good friends had completed the Pokédex, and since I wanted to use Glaceon, he offered to evolve it for me in his game and then trade it back to me, which was useful, so yeah. Next up was Ultra Moon, because quite frankly Dawn Wings is better than Duskmane in my opinion. My team was Decidueye, Sylveon again, Lycanroc, Ampharos, Golisopod, and Totem Salazzle. I loved the addition of Totem stickers, and I wanted to use Salazzle in Pokemon Sun, but I picked Incineroar and I don't like starter type overlaps. Sylveon already claimed itself as my favourite Pokemon. I wanted to use Golisopod, but in Sun I thought it was a bit too edgy for me. Plus I couldn't really figure out where to encounter it. And then Ampharos is Ampharos and Lycanroc is Lycanroc. And Decidueye is also cool too. The next team is actually it's actually the most recent team. Let's Go Pikachu. My team was obviously the starter Pikachu, then Nidoqueen, Arcanine, Blastoise, Articuno, and Clefable. The starter Pikachu is broken. Nidoqueen is better than Nidoking in my opinion. Blastoise in my opinion is just better for Let's Go than Venusaur. Articuno is Articuno, and Clefable is there because I'd wanted to use it for a while, but normal types really do stink in Kanto. And Arcanine's just Arcanine. Who doesn't like Arcanine? Next up is Shield. My team was Boltund, Tyranitar, all 3 starters, and Sylveon. Now I should explain. Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon all had their hidden abilities. Because I had started a shield save, transferred the Pokemon to home so I could get them, and then decided I wanted to use all 3 for my first proper shield team. And Kamadaver the Sylveon was my first Pokemon to hit level 100. Next up is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Oh, excuse me, Arceus. But I always go for Arceus. But anyway, I do not have a Pokemon Legends Arceus team to share with you. Then it's because I don't really like games that require me to use reflexes. I'm probably going to try and play it before Legends ZA comes out. But yeah. Until then, no Legends Arceus team to share. And finally, we have got the newest game. Oh, newest. Pokemon Violet. My team started off as Skeledirge, Shiny Spidops, Mabostiv, Garganical, Pawmot, and Gogoat. Yes, that is a Shiny Spidops. I got Pokemon Violet on Christmas Day of 2022. And quite frankly, I got it in 5 minutes. So yeah, I mean, not to make any jokes, but it took him in JTV to get the Shiny Charm to get his first Shiny in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. However, that's not how the team stayed. The first change was replacing Spidops for Farigiraf. The next change was replacing Pawmot with Iron Treads. And that's all of my teams. Let me know what your favourite team of mine was in the comment section down below, and comment what some of your teams are. Until the next one, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Don't go changing, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.